for the Drillers for this 2019 Texas League All-Star Game. We're pleased to have you with us on 1430 The Buzz and also MILB TV, and we're about ready to go. Tell you what, they called for a 7:25 first pitch. I think they're going to hit it.
Yeah.
Here comes the leadoff batter. This is going to be Luis Barrera. He is the Midland Rockhounds representative. He's a center fielder tonight, and Barrera is second in the league in hitting with a .323 average with 4 homers, 24 runs driven in. So settle back and enjoy our broadcast tonight. You can also stop into the ballparks. Tickets still available. And here we go. The first pitch of the 2019 Texas League All-Star Game. And the first pitch from McCacken, a fastball, is up high, ball 1. 7:24 is our first pitch. And first pitch temperature 88 degrees here at the ballpark with 11-mile-per-hour breeze. Next pitch from McCacken, a fastball in there for a strike. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Luis Barrera. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Good off-speed breaking ball there by McCacken. And the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Barrera will be followed by Castillo and then Miller, top third of the order for the South All-Stars. And the pitch is a breaking ball low and inside. Bruce, I'm going to put you on the spot here. I forgot to write down the umpires. Do you have them?
I do have those. In fact, where did my starting lineup go? Oh, here it is. The umpires, the home plate umpire.
Here's a 2-2 delivery, and he's swinging a pop-up on the infield towards short. Gavin Lux is waiting for it, and he's got it. He squeezes it with 2 hands for the first out of the ball game.
Home plate umpire is Jeff Gorman. At first base is Kyle Wallace. At second base, Justin Robinson and Tyler Olson at third.
And that is an honor for those guys to work the All-Star game. Texas League President Tim Perper is here tonight. And those guys, that's a feather in their cap when they get named to be the All-Star umpires. Here is Ivan Castillo, the second baseman who's leading the league in hitting at .347. Swing and a miss, representing Amarillo. He is a switch hitter, and he's batting from the left side against the righty McCacken. Just underway here on a beautiful night at the ballpark. McCacken winds and the pitch. Swing and a foul back. Now, Darren McCacken, he last pitched on Saturday night at Midland, and he threw in that game 6 innings, threw a total of 81 pitches, so I think he's going maybe 2 innings tonight if he gets through 2. Here comes the right-hander's 0-2, and that is a fastball that sails up high. Stadium lights turned on. Most of the infield is covered in shadow. The outfield is splashed in sunlight. Just a beautiful evening here. Blue skies, a couple of white clouds overhead. Next pitch is taken low, and the count 2-2.
One thing you won't find as much in a game such as this is all of the shifts that have become so popular over the last 10 years. I just don't think they do it in All-Star games as much.
Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So McCacken records the strikeout. 2 down here in the South All-Stars first inning. Well, that's a good point. I'm not a big fan of the shift, but it is what it is. You have to adjust with the times, I guess, but you're right, no shifts here. Here is Owen Miller. It's a good ball player here. We've had a chance to see him recently in Amarillo and then this past weekend. Amarillo here in Tulsa. A right-handed batter who's hitting .309. That's the 6th highest average in the league. First pitch sails up high, ball 1.
And, you know, looking at the numbers, Owen Miller was 9 of 12 in the series in Amarillo. So when he came to Tulsa, he's hitting .750 against the Drillers.
Here comes the 1-0, and a fastball right down Roderick Avenue. That's in there for a called strike. 2 down, bags empty here in the top of the first inning. Well, we already see a North pitcher warming up in the bullpen, so maybe McCacken will just go 1. We shall see. Here comes the 1-1, and a swing and a foul off the mask of the catcher Ruiz. Bruce, you in for a busy night tonight with all the player substitutions?
I'm glad I'm not the official scorer. Yeah, that's the one thing. If somebody asked me to official score an exhibition game or an all-star game, I would say, how much money are you paying me? And please double it.
1-2 the count. 2 down here in the inning. The pitch is a breaking ball, swinging ball, popped in the air, shallow left center field. Coming in is the center fielder, Carlson, and he can't get it. It falls in front of him. On his way to second base and in there standing up with a bloop double is Owen Miller. That ball was certainly up in the air a long time. You assumed that maybe it's going to get caught, but Carlson from center field and Lee from left were both charged in. The ball fell in front of them. So we have our first hit of the All-Star game. Comes with 2 outs, and the batter is going to be Abraham Toro. Toro representing Corpus Christi, the Hooks, the Astros AA affiliate. Toro's hitting .284 with 12 homers and 53 runs driven, and he leads the league in RBIs.
Nabil Chrismat is the right-hander in the pen for the North.
Swinging a ground ball to first, gobbled up by White. He underhands to McCacken, the pitcher covering for the out. And the South All-Stars leave a runner at second base. So we're underway. The 2000. South goes down with a 2-out double by Owen Miller, but they do not score. And the North is coming up, and let's go down on the field and check for the first time tonight our third broadcast partner, Jeremy Poplin.
Gorgeous night down here in the dugout on the north side, and there was a little bit of gamesmanship back and forth. Some of the guys in here in the dugout yelling at Barrera, the leadoff hitter there for the South. Hey, it's the All-Star game. You've got to swing away on the first pitch. So that was a little conversation back and forth with Hennessy. So let's see here when the North comes up to bat, whether we're going to see them swing away on the very first pitch. I mean, after all, what better opportunity do you have than in an all-star game setting to swing away here with the very first pitch?
It's a good point, Jeremy. We'll be checking in with Jeremy throughout the game and having some interviews down there in the dugouts. A new angle to our broadcast. Dennis Higgins along with Bruce Howard. Great to have you with us for the all-star game here at ONEOK. And here is Gavin Lux, one of the fan favorites here. Tulsa Driller shortstop leading off. Gavin is having a tremendous season, 5th in the league in hitting, .313, tied for 2nd in home runs with 13. He's knocked in 37 runs. Emmanuel Ramirez, the right-hander on the mound. First pitch, fastball, lone outside, ball 1. Emmanuel Ramirez is no stranger to the Drillers. His last 2 starts have been against Tulsa. And the right-hander deals. The pitch is a fastball at the knees on the outside corner. He was on the mound here last Thursday night at ONEOK. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 unearned run on 6 hits. He had a walk and 5 strikeouts, had a no decision. A ball game, the Drillers walked off Amarillo 2-1. Pitch a swing and a foul back. Gavin Lux, the former first-round draft pick of the Los Angeles Dodgers out of Indian Trails High School in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Evan White of the Arkansas Travelers waits on deck. Ramirez works off the first base side of the pitching rubber. Now time called at home plate as Lux backs out and wipes his brow. 88 degrees. There is some humidity in the air tonight. Here comes Ramirez, 1-2, and a swing and a foul back. You know, it's interesting. We talked to both managers in the dugout show, Scott Hennessy of the North and Philip Wellman of the South, and they both basically said the same thing. They're going to let the players play, kind of get out of the way. And the pitch, swing and a ball hit in the air, foul down the left field side out of play.
I was tickled at what manager Wellman said. He said, all I'm going to do down there in the third base line is clap.
Yep.
No signals. And that's the way it should be.
Scott Hennessy, the manager, in the third base coaching box, and Petey Montero, the drillers, in the first base coaching box. Pitch, swinging the ball, hitting the air down the left field side. That ball is going to slice foul back into the U.S. Cellular family section down the left field line. Yeah,
we mentioned the shifts and how we thought we might not see that many. Well, Gavin Lux, I think, is so notorious for being a pull hitter. They do have the shift on him.
Yeah, they've got Abraham Toro, the third baseman, is almost playing up the middle. Everybody else stacked up on that right side. The pitch, swinging a ground ball right to the shortstop on the second base side of the bag. He fields. Owen Miller scoops it up, throws to first for the out. So Lux is retired. That's a 6-3 put out. Defensively, the South All-Stars, they have Abraham Torrens of Amarillo catching, Kyle Overstreet of Amarillo at first base, Ivan Castillo of Amarillo at second base, Owen Miller of Amarillo at shortstop, Abraham Toro of Corpus Christi at third. Here's Evan White, first pitch, fastball in there for a strike. The outfield is Dairon Blanco of Midland in left field, Luis Barrera of Midland in center field, and Edward Oliveras of Amarillo in right. Pitch, a swing and a miss. Bruce, did I miss something there? Is there a lot of Amarillo players in that defensive alignment?
There seems to be, yeah. Overstreet, Castro, Oliveras, along with Miller and Torrens.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, a swing and a liner into right field. That's going to fall in there for a base hit. So Evan White gets the first hit for the North tonight. A one-out single here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. And the batter now is going to be Cody Thomas. Cody, who was a runner-up in the home run hitting contest, although he had the most home runs in any one round. He had 10 in his first round, and he hit a lot of deep fly balls up under the berm in right field and a couple out into Elgin Avenue out of the ballpark. But Chris Parmalee was the overall winner. Here's Thomas, left-handed batter, and the pitch, a fastball, a strike at the knees on the outside corner. Cody hitting .279 on the year, tied for second in the home runs with 13. Third in the Texas League in RBIs with 48. And the pitch from Ramirez is a fastball in there for a strike. Quick throw to first base, and diving back safely is Evan White. Boy, ONEOK Field always looks nice, but tonight especially nice. The green grass, the brown infield dirt. Gary Shepard and the grounds crew of Tulsa Drillers doing a fabulous job in the pitch. Off speed, just missed outside. Big smile on the face of Emmanuel Ramirez. He threw a changeup that floated in there. It fooled Thomas, but he just missed the outside corner. No score, bottom of the first inning. North at bat with a runner at first, and the pitch. Swinging a grounder, foul past first, wide of first.
Dennis, Edgar Arredondo is warming up in the bullpen for the South, the big right-handed Mexican from Frisco. And I think you're right. I think these are mostly one-inning stints for these guys, so I would suspect that Chris Mott would be out next half inning for the North.
Thomas waiting with a count of 1 ball, 2 strikes, and here it comes. A pitch, a swing, and a foul back. Boy, took a big uppercut swing. You know, Dave Borkowski, the second-year pitching coach for the Tulsa Drillers, he was on the phone yesterday and today. He was talking to all the pitching coaches from the other teams in the North Division, finding out who was available, how many innings they could use them for, trying to patchwork quilt the pitching staff together tonight. Pitch is a changeup, and it just missed again. Big smile on the face of Ramirez out there on the mound. We have folks sitting on the outfield berms in right field and left field. A lot of folks out in the Bush Terrace in left field. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncy ball up the middle. Second baseman Castillo has it. He throws to first, and they just do get Thomas. Cody can really scoot up the line, made it close on that chopping ground ball. And that is out number 2. Down to second base goes Evan White.
You make a good point about pitching coach Borkowski. It's not only how many can he go. There's some pitchers that just can't pitch at all, like Dustin May, who won't go today. I'm sure there are pitching coaches that tell him, no, you know, he may take the trip, but he can't pitch.
Here is Dylan Carlson. This guy is one of the gems in the St. Louis Cardinals farm system. A switch hitter batting from the left side. First pitch, he swings and lines one foul down the right field side. That lands over in the RVS Plaza entryway, first base side. Dylan Carlson, 20 years young. He was the first-round draft pick of the St. Louis Cardinals back in 2016. He's out of Elk Grove, California. That's a suburb just south of Sacramento, the capital there in California. And Ramirez deals a pitch, a swing, and a foul back. And his father, Jeff Carlson, just recently retired, and he was the head baseball coach at Elk Grove High School, the Thundering Herd. And an outstanding baseball program, among some of the best in the state of California, which is saying a lot. 0-2 the count to Carlson. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him off speed with a breaking ball. And the side is retired. So in the first inning, both the South and the North strand a runner at second base. We played one in the 2019 Texas League All-Star Game presented by Harsco as we as we head now to the top of the second inning here at beautiful ONEOK Field in downtown Tulsa, the Texas League All-Star Game. We have our first substitution of the night. Certainly won't be our last. Nabil Chrismat, a right-hander from the Arkansas Travelers, comes on to pitch. And he will be taking over for the starter, Darren McCacken, who pitched a one inning, gave up one hit, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. No score as we head to the second inning. Chrismat, young man who is from Columbia, 6'1", 192 pounds. He had a 13 strikeout performance this year, earlier this season against the Drillers. Complete dominance that night. Here is Luis Torrens, the Amarillo catcher, to lead off the South second inning. First pitch, swinging a high, deep drive to left field, down the line. It is hooking, and this one is a foul ball. Home run distance, but a foul ball down the left field line. Torrens hitting .288 on the season, 3 homers, 28 runs driven in. He's with Amarillo. This guy has the same hometown. He grew up in the same hometown as Drillers catcher, Keibert Ruiz. They're both from Valencia, Venezuela. This is a guy who spent a season in the big leagues with the San Diego Padres back in 2017. And the 0-1 pitch from Chrismat is low and inside, a changeup. He throws a lot of off-speed pitches, Chrismat. Chrismat is 2-6 his record, but his ERA is 3.76. Right-hander winds and the 1-1. Off-speed breaking ball in there for a strike. Boy, that pitch right there will put you to sleep. Came floating across there at about 72 miles per hour. Torrens, a right-handed batter, down the count 1-2. Chrismat swings into his motion. The pitch, fastball, swing, and a foul back. That one came in at 91, that fastball, but boy, it probably looks like 101 with all the off-speed pitches he throws before that.
Yeah, something in the 70s followed by something in the low to mid 90s makes it look like it's 98, huh?
Here comes the 1-2 delivery, and a swing and a miss. Another. Did he foul tip it? No, he missed it. And Torrens just walks the third base dugout. The ball was actually in the dirt. It popped away from Ruiz, who tracked it down to the right of home plate through the first base to complete the strikeout. So Torrens strikes out. And the batter now will be Mikey White, the designated hitter. He is from the Midland Rockhounds, the Oakland A's AA affiliate. Boy, tough end of the first half of the season for Midland. They were pretty much in the driver's seat down the stretch of the first half pennant race. Here's Mikey White, the DH, right-handed batter, first pitch in there for a strike. And uncharacteristically, they lost their final game in Little Rock to Arkansas, and then they came all the way back home overnight. The next night, they had a home game against the Springfield Cardinals and lost that game. Here's the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, another off-speed offering, and count is 0-2 now to Mikey White. White is hitting .270, 6 homers, 40 runs driven in. He's currently tied for 10th in the league and is with 40 RBIs. Chris Matt working quickly. The pitch, slow breaking ball, strike 3 called. That came in at 75 miles per hour. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Nabil Chrisman.
Dennis, we mentioned it earlier. There's 2 jobs I wouldn't want in this game: official scorer and bullpen catcher. In this game, left-hander Austin Warner up in the pen from Springfield for the North. Presumably next inning for him.
Here is Overstreet with 2 outs, nobody on the bags. First pitch, low and inside, ball 1. You know, it's funny, the Drillers will be in Little Rock on Thursday night to open up a big 4-game series with the Arkansas Travelers. But tonight, they're teammates. Next pitch is a bouncer in the dirt, which is another beautiful thing about All-Star games. The guys that you're trying to beat every night, night in, night out, you're playing all of a sudden, they're on your team. 2-0 the count. Chris Matt deals the pitch. Fastball is inside. Of course, you're probably familiar with the story about Bob Gibson, Hall of Famer for the St. Louis Cardinals back in the day in the All-Star games. He said, I never talked to anybody in the dugout. He said, well, why not? He says, because I'm trying to beat their brains out the next night. They're not my teammates. Next pitch, a fastball just missed outside. And Chris Matt is staring into the home plate umpire. Thought maybe he had a strike there. Didn't get the call, and that's ball 4. So Overstreet, a 2-out walk.
Other than Bob Gibson, I think there was quite a bit of camaraderie going on those years in the American and National League, and I think there is here as well.
Here is Edward Olivares, the right fielder for Amarillo, right-handed batter. The first pitch, he swings and fouls one back. This guy's having a fine season. 271 average, 9 homers, 6th in the league in RBIs with 43. We're in the top of the 2nd inning here, the All-Star game, no score. South is at bat with a runner at first, 2 outs. A pitch, slow breaking ball, dips low. Chris Matt actually started the season at AAA Tacoma for the Seattle Mariners. He struggled there, so he was sent back to AA Arkansas there in Little Rock. And even though he's 2-6, he's pitched a lot better than that record would indicate. And the pitch, fastball swinging a soft liner up the middle and caught by the second baseman, Cancel. Cancel, the second baseman, ranging to his right up the middle of the field. He reached out and pulled that one in for a fine catch to end the inning. So the South denied here in the 2nd inning. As we head now to the bottom of the 2nd, the Texas League All-Star game presented by Harsco, no score.
Drillers fans, knock one out of the park with Osage Casino Hotel.
That's right, Kirk. Down here, I'm on the third base field. I got Jill, I got Joe, I got Xavier, and Matt. We call this one last man standing. It's the last one with both feet in the pool as time runs out. Y'all ready to do this? On your mark, get set, go! And we're off. Oh, they're being a little timid now. Don't be timid out there. Let's see some hitting going on. Come on, let's cheer them on here. Oh, there we go. Jill's down. We got a couple firefighters and Xavier and Matt out here. Again, you got to have both feet in that pool as time runs out. Oh, they're looking good. Oh, that was a bowling ball coming through right there. I got 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Jill can't even get up. We got shoes lost. We got hats down. I got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, man, I don't know. Who's those shoes in there? It looks like it's going to be my man Xavier's taking it home. Let's give it up for Xavier. Matt, you were down. Xavier, I got a $100 gift card for you, courtesy of our friends over at Academy Sports and Outdoors. But don't worry, the rest of our contestants, they're getting $50 as well. Let's give it up for all of them down here. Jill, Joe, Xavier, and Matt. That is the Academy Sports and Outdoors Showdown. Way to go.
Down to a right-hander, takes over for Emmanuel Ramirez, who went 1 inning. Ramirez gave up 1 hit, no runs. He had no walks and a strikeout. So Arredondo will be facing Gabriel Cancel of Northwest Arkansas. The first pitch is low outside, ball 1. Arredondo is with the Frisco Rough Riders, the AA affiliate of the Texas Rangers. And the pitch is a knee-high strike on the outside corner. Cancel hitting .258, 13 homers and 52 runs driven, and he's currently second in the league in RBIs, 1 back of Toro for the league lead. Next pitch, a off-speed raking ball, a check swing on the appeal, no swing, says the first base umpire. That is Kyle Wallace. 1 ball, 1 strike. Arredondo works out of the stretch. Now he goes into a windup and the pitch. Swing and a foul back to the right. Hard to believe, but ONEOK Field, this is the 10th season that the Tulsa Drillers have called it home. It's 330 down the left field line, 381 to left center, 400 feet to dead center, 371 to right center, 307 to right. Next pitch, a swing and a miss, and Cancel down on strikes.
It's what manager Wellman was talking about. Good pitching beats good hitting in many situations, and every single inning you're facing a fresh pitcher. I mean, it's difficult to be a hitter in this game.
Yeah, that was a great point he brought up. Definitely an advantage to the pitchers. So these guys might put a little extra mustard on it too, knowing they're only pitching 1 inning. Get that velocity up. Here's Keibert Ruiz, fastball right down the middle. That's a called strike. Keibert hitting .242 with 4 homers, 23 runs driven in. And a really nice story on Keibert. Front page of the Tulsa World Sports page today, written by Barry Lewis. Pitch, a bouncer to dirt to the backstop. Keibert Ruiz, just 20 years young. Hometown is Valencia, Venezuela. Considered to be a top catching prospect, not just only for the Dodgers, but in all of minor league baseball. Switch hitter batting from the left side. The 1-1 is an off-speed pitch. Bouncing the dirt to the backstop. That's ball 2. Dennis Higgins along with Bruce Howard and Jeremy Poplin on 1430 The Buzz tonight. Also MILB TV. Good crowd here at the ballpark tonight. Here comes a 2-1 delivery. And that is a fastball, a knee-high strike on the outside corner. And the pitch. Swinging a liner into left field, base hit. Then they had this shift on with 3 infielders on the right side. The third baseman, Toro, was playing where the shortstop normally is, and that ball was hit right through the vacated spot. So Ruiz slashes a single to left field. North has their second hit of the night. Comes with 1 out here in the second. Here comes Christian Santana, Tulsa Drillers' third baseman. No score here in the bottom of the second inning, and the pitch. Swing and a pop foul to the right, out of play. The numbers on Edgar Arredondo. He is a 5-3 record with a 4.99 ERA and 12 starts for the Rough Riders. 61 innings pitched, 17 walks, 45 strikeouts. Pitch, fastball taken for a strike. That was in at 91, right down the middle. All of the infield now covered in shadow. Most of the right field corner in shadow. Left field and center field, the sun fields right now. Pitch, a swing and a liner into right center field. On the run is Oliveras, and he makes the catch, the right fielder. And back to first base is Ruiz, the runner. It's a nice catch there by Edward Oliveras, the right fielder, with good range. Second out of the inning, here comes Khalil Lee, representing the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, the Kansas City Royals AA affiliate. Lee is hitting .262 with 5 homers, 35 runs driven in. First pitch, changeup is way up high, ball 1. The North All-Stars versus the South All-Stars. Second inning, no score. Pitch, a swing and a foul back. The South All-Stars managed by Philip Wellman of Amarillo. The North by Scott Hennessy of the Tulsa Drillers. Both managers have their staffs with them, including the trainers and strength and conditioning coaches. 1-1. Bouncer in the dirt, blocked nicely by Torrens.
Good thing about having the sod poodles in here over the weekend is nobody had to travel. Tulsa pitching coach and Tulsa staff didn't have to travel,
right,
and neither did Amarillo's.
2-1 the count. 2 outs, a runner at first. The pitch is a fastball just off the outside edge to Lee. Khalil Lee is a left-handed batter. Lee is considered a top prospect for the Kansas City Royals. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And that was a breaking ball that was up. Lee is out of Centerville, Virginia. He has the honor of starting in left field tonight for the North All-Stars. He's up here now with a count of 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. And the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out with a pitch down and in. And the North is done here in the second inning. So we played 2 innings of the 2019 Texas League All-Star game presented by Harsco. As we come back for the third inning.
It's amazing, Tyler. I am out here on the first base side where I actually need the help of 2 players. Can I get 2 players? Anybody? Yeah, come on out here. Sweet. So I want to teach you guys a little dance. So watch me first, and then you try it. Oh man, that is a lot of fun. All right, guys, listen up. In the seventh inning of tonight's game, I'm having a contest where one lucky fan is going to get a chance to join me on the field to win a prize. If you guys want that chance, all you got to do is go to Instagram and follow AmazingTyler1 and leave a fun comment on my most recent picture. Again, guys, if you want to join me on the field in the 7th inning to win a prize, all you got to do is go to Instagram, follow AmazingTyler1, and leave a fun comment on my most recent picture. Good luck, guys. I'll see you later.
We're back at ONEOK Field as it is scoreless between the South and the North here in the Harsco All-Star Game of the Texas League. I'm Bruce Howard along with Dennis Higgins, and it'll be my pleasure to bring you the next couple of innings of play-by-play as this All-Star Game sees a new pitcher. Austin Warner checks in to the game for the North as the pitcher out of the Springfield Cardinals. Let's check in with Jeremy Poplin down on the sideline. Pop, what's going on?
Yeah, Bruce, here in the North dugout, I think one of the interesting aspects of being down here and soaking in the environment is listening to these guys break down individual hitters. In the next couple of innings, I'm going to get Gavin Lux on and see if he'll break down a couple of hitters for us. He has been fascinating to listen to. By the way, he is mic'd up tonight, so I can only imagine they're getting some great audio from him, because every single batter that's been up, he has broken down to the nth degree. It's been really impressive down here in the dugout.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll check in with you on that. Dairon Blanco is the leadoff hitter here in the South, the number 9 hitter, followed by the top of the order, Barrera and Castillo, scheduled against the left-hander Austin Warner from Springfield. And the lefty on the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Blanco strikes out on 3 pitches, and the pitching-dominated game continues here scoreless as Austin Warner checks in. 4 wins, 6 losses for Warner, 3.83 ERA, and he has started 14 games and has come in once as a reliever. 88 strikeouts in 82 1/3 innings and 25 walks. So obviously he's had an extremely good first half for Springfield. First ball hitting, Barrera hits one up the middle. Backhand play by Cancel, and he can't get to it. He actually knocked it down, but could not make the play. And Barrera has himself a base hit. So a 1-out base hit for Barrera, and Castillo is the hitter. Luis Barrera from Midland, the Dominican Republic native, is now at first base with a 1-out single, and Ivan Castillo from Amarillo, the batter, his second time up. He struck out swinging his first time, and first ball hitting, he cuts on it and fouls it away to the right side out of play. No score in the game. We are in the top half of the 3rd inning, the Texas League All-Star game presented by Harsco, and it is a 0-0 score here in the top of the 3rd inning. Right-handed hitting Castillo, second baseman. From the stretch, Warner, and he brings the pitch. Runner is going, swung on and fouled off to the right side and out of play. So the count goes to 1-2 as Barrera was off and running. No balls, 2 strikes to Castillo, batting .347, leading the league in hitting. Here's the pitch, a drive toward right center field, toward the gap. Carlson on the run, diving for it is Thomas, the right fielder, and Cody Thomas with a stretched out, leaping grab on what looked like for sure a 2-bagger. Wow, what a play by Cody Thomas as he rolled to his right. And remember, he's a right-hander, so across his body, as good a catch as you'd ever see. And it came here in the All-Star game. He leaped and made the grab. That was absolutely spectacular by Cody Thomas. The former OU quarterback made a play there, didn't he?
Boy, what a tremendous diving catch, and great communication out there as Carlson, the center fielder, backed away at the last moment to avoid a collision.
Here's the pitch. First ball hitting, Miller hits it high in the air toward medium depth center field. Carlson to his right. He makes the catch, and that was the easy fly ball catch. The hard one was Cody.
Oh, let's see some love there. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Keep it PG, though. You can tell they've been together a little while right there. Come on, y'all. It's the Kiss Cam. That's so sweet. I know they've been together for many, many years right there. That's a loving couple right there. What about out in the berms? That is cute. He had to think about it for a second. That was sweet right there. I can feel the love here tonight. A couple who listens to the game together is definitely in love. Give a little smooch. Oh yeah. We're gonna close it out right there. That's a good one to end on. That is tonight's River Spirit Casino Resort Kiss Cam.
Abreu out of Corpus Christi, ranked as the 7th best pitching prospect in the Houston Astros system. He comes into this All-Star game having completed the first half with a 3-2 record for Corpus, 4.58 ERA, 6 starts, and 10 overall appearances and 1 save. And he will face the home run hitting champion, Chris Parmelee, leading it off here in the 3rd inning. No score in the game. And the pitch is low and inside. Abreu is pitching from the stretch. And if you're watching on MILB.TV, you're getting some highlights of the home run hitting prowess of Chris Parmelee as he knocked 10 of them out of the park in the first round, and I think it was 6 in the second round to outdistance teammate Cody Thomas. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to Parmelee, and this is where you want to take a good rip at it. Abreu's pitch, swinging a high fly ball left field, not terribly deep. Blanco angling toward the line and makes the catch, medium depth left field. Parmelee went after it but flied out to left field. Gavin Lux, the hitter. Abreu's best pitch, a curveball. Really good spin on that curveball. Decent fastball. Fastball low 90s, low to mid 90s. And here's Lux, who grounded out to short his first time out. No score in this All-Star game. And there's a breaking ball, and that might have been that curveball. Hard curveball at about 82 miles an hour. Looked like it was down the middle. It ended up on the shoe top of the hitter.
Is there any question what he was trying to do with that swing?
No. Gavin was trying to put a run on the board, and he did the same thing there with another breaking pitch, and he fouled it off.
Should mention, Bruce, the Tulsa Drillers breaking out for the first time this year. Their new home white uniforms.
Yeah. Good clean look, huh?
Yeah, they had to order new ones because the ones from last year when they got washed, they came out yellow, kind of a light yellow color, so they had to order the new ones.
Right-hander's pitch, swinging a high fly ball down the left field line, and that one is twisting foul and out of play. Abreu is out of the Dominican Republic from Santo Domingo Centro, 6'1", 204 pounds. He's only 22 years old, but he's been around for a while. He's been playing pro ball since 2014, and there is strike 3. Got him looking. So Gavin Lux, and you watched almost every inning of every game of the Drillers. How often does Gavin Lux take a look at strike 3? That doesn't happen very often, does it?
You know the answer to that. It's not very often at all. Although he did have a 3-strikeout game last week, which was most unusual. But then he got the game-winning hit, a walk-off hit.
Here's Evan White, who has one of the 2 base hits for the North in this scoreless game. The first pitch misses for a 1-0 count. This young pitcher, Abreu, in his rookie ball had an ERA under 2, and that put him on the 40-man roster of the Houston organization. There's a fastball strike on the outside corner. We talk about that curveball. They compare it to Lance McCullers Jr.'s curveball, and that's obviously a major league curveball. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball low and outside. Got a good changeup and obviously the fastball that we mentioned in the mid-90s. Evan White, right-handed hitter. And he swings and grounds one hard on the left side. Backhand stop by Toro, the third baseman. He straightens up and throws across in time. And Abreu has a worry-free 1-2-3 inning in the third. So the North is done here in the third, And we will go to the 4th inning of the All-Star game with the score South 0, North 0. Back with more in a moment.
That's right, we gotta hear you if you want a softy ball here, courtesy of the Green Country Chevy Dealers. Look at that beautiful Chevy Silverado coming around. Come on, baseball fans, get it going. We got a couple more, we got a couple more, we gotta hear you. That softy ball toss was brought to you by our good friends over at the Green Country Chevy Dealers. If you're in the market for the longest lasting, most dependable truck on the road, like one of those beautiful Chevy Silverados, be sure to visit ChevyDrivesOK.com.
Sports Radio 1430 The Buzz, Tulsa's All-Star Station.
We're back at ONEOK Field as we head to inning number 4. A new pitcher into the game is Connor Green, replacing Austin Warner. And you can pretty much have a pretty good idea what those pitching lines look like. McCacken 1 inning, Chris Matt 1 inning, Austin Warner 1 inning, and now Green comes in, the 4th pitcher, and he comes in here in the 4th inning. He's from Northwest Arkansas, the Naturals, 6'3", 185 pounds. He's a right-hander from Santa Monica, California. 7th round pick of Toronto in the 2013 draft. Toro to lead it off, and the first pitch is in the dirt and inside. Abraham Toro from Corpus Christi leading it off. He grounded out to the first baseman in the 1st inning as he leads off the 4th. Torrens and White scheduled to follow. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. With what, 10, 11, 12 pitchers, and maybe only 10, 11, or 12, if you will, position players. A lot more substitution on the pitching side than on the fielding side. There's a sky-high pop fly, foul territory, left side. That one is 2 rows deep in the angled stands over there down the left field side, foul territory. And the North has switched up their defensive alignment, although it does appear that, Dennis, they haven't really changed the lineup necessarily, not the batting order. Cody Thomas goes to left, Khalil Lee to center, and Dylan Carlson to right.
Yeah, it's like moving chairs out there, musical chairs. They're
That's
just
right.
moving around. Same outfielders, just different positions.
Here's the wind now on the 1-2 pitch. He reaches out, pokes one foul to the left side. Toro stays alive. 284 hitter on the year for Corpus. He's knocked in 53 runs. He has 12 home runs. Good solid player, playing third base tonight for the South. There's a swing and a foul tapped at the plate, and that one got a piece of the batter. He takes a hop.
Bruce, this guy Connor Green is somewhat perplexing to the folks in baseball scouts. He's a guy that was on the Cardinals' 40-man roster last year, and they did not protect him. And as soon as he came available, Kansas City swooned in and signed him.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2 delivery, low for a ball, 2-2.
But it must be nice if you're the Cardinals organization. This guy's got a really good arm. You talk to anybody in baseball, he's got a really good arm, but they were able to just give him up.
3-5 record this year for Northwest Arkansas, 5.55 ERA in 12 starts, 15 overall appearances. Here's the pitch, low for a ball, some sort of breaking pitch. 3-2 is the count. Well, last year spent some time in Double-A, but a lot of time at Memphis Triple-A, right?
He was with Springfield too last year.
3-2 pitch outside, and that's ball 4. So Toro reaches with a 3-2 walk, and that is the second walk given up by North pitching in this game. And Luis Torrens is the scheduled hitter, struck out swinging in the 2nd inning against Chris Matt. Torrens from Amarillo, 288 hitter on the year, right-handed hitting catcher. He does a strange thing. I think you've noticed it, Dennis. He goes all the way around the back of the batter's box and then draws something in the dirt right near the chalk line at the back of the batter's box. Here's the pitch, swinging a high fly ball toward shallow right center. Cancel, the second baseman, that one's going to stay in his range, and second baseman makes the catch. But I thought it was kind of fascinating that I was watching him for the first time the other day, Luis Torrens, the major leaguer, and I thought, is he a left-hander? He was walking behind almost like he was going to the left-hander's box, and I'm looking at, he's supposed to be a right-hander, and he does this drawing in the dirt, and then he goes back to the right-hander's batter's box.
Interesting,
so
all sorts of mannerisms that these guys have, and whatever works.
Yep. Mikey White is the batter from Midland. Throw to first, not in time. Toro is getting back. No score in the game. We are in the top half of the fourth. White struck out looking his first time up. From the stretch, Green's pitch, a little blooper towards center field. Coming on is Lee. Lee on the run, doesn't get there. It drops in. And it's a base hit for White. I don't think it mattered which center fielder was out there, whether it was Carlson or Lee, but Lee knew pretty early that he wasn't going to be able to get there, and so that's a base hit, and that is the third base hit for the South.
First time tonight, Bruce, we've had 2 runners on base in an inning.
First and second with 1 down, and Kyle Overstreet from Amarillo is the batter. Overstreet walked in the second inning with 2 outs and was stranded at first. Here's the set and the pitch, a fastball high and inside. One ball, no strikes. Overstreet, 14th round draft pick by the Padres in 2015. Hits a little nubber down the first base side, and that's going to be a tough play. Coming in is Cancel, and the second baseman with a smooth play, bare hand grab, throw to first in time. But the runners move up. 2 runners now in scoring position for the South. And the reason that was such a good play, Cancel was playing Overstreet to pull. He was way off the line, and he had to run a long ways to come up with that ball. And he had enough time to get there and enough time to make the throw to get Overstreet. Edward Olivares, the batter. Olivares from Amarillo. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Good job by Ruiz to stop that from going to the backstop. That would have been a run. One ball, no strikes to Olivares, who hit a little blooper, and it was a brilliant play by Cancel going to his right. Backhand grab to end a threat. Here's a swing and a miss on a slider, low and outside, 1-1. Tonight's broadcast brought to you from the Pepsi broadcast booth here at ONEOK Field. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Drillers baseball. 1 ball, 1 strike, and here's the pitch. Tapped foul to the left side. Olivares, Dennis had mentioned before, the 6th leading RBI man in the league. As Amarillo rallied from a game or 2 down in the closing moments to win the first half. Breaking pitch low and outside. So now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Olivares. Olivares is out of Venezuela. Said to be the 19th best prospect in the San Diego system. Here's the check by Green. And the 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball popped up to the right side. That one's going to scale out of play to our right. And so the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. A scoreless game between the North and the South here in the Texas League. Blanco scheduled on deck. And here's the pitch. It goes in the dirt. It could be a wild pitch. Here comes the runner, safe at home. Went in the dirt, and Ruiz tried to block it. Could not. It's skipped away. And Toro, Johnny on the spot, gets home plate on what I'm sure is going to be a wild pitch. Moving to third on the play is White. And it's 1-0 South. That breaking ball, might have been even a changeup, just dove right down and went through the legs of Ruiz and skidded away. And Toro took advantage, 1-0 South. Olivares now is a 3-2 count. Here's the right-hander's pitch, and it's low ball 4. So the first sign of somebody kind of struggling as a pitcher in this game, and it's Connor Green of Northwest Arkansas. So now first and third with 2 down.
And you know, Bruce, I don't know what the official stat is, but leadoff walks to an inning. My, oh my, how often they score.
No doubt. Tyron Blanco, the batter, struck out swinging in the third last inning. 1-0 South in the All-Star game. Pitch in there for a strike to Blanco. 0-1 the count. The check by Green. And the right-hander's pitch, runner is going, swing and a foul tip. No, it's a swing and a dropped ball at the plate. It's not a foul tip, and therefore it's a stolen base for Olivares. So he gets a steal. Olivares, one of the better in the league in the stolen base area. From the stretch, Green. Pitch to Blanco. On 0-2, it's inside at 91 miles an hour on a fastball. So Blanco gets another chance here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. Breaking ball low and outside. Two balls and 2 strikes. Young man from Cuba, Blanco, swing, and he fouls it off to the left side. Blanco has exceptional speed for the Rockhounds. And with runners at second and third, 2 outs, it's Connor Green trying to get out of it here for the North. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow right, maybe in the infield to Cancel. Cancel drifting into the outfield grass, makes a basket catch. And the inning is over. 1 run on 1 base hit. There were 2 walks in the inning, and that spelled doom for Connor Green. There were 2 men left on base, no errors, and of course the wild pitch was a big pitch as well. At the end of 3 1/2 innings of play, it's the South 1 and the North nothing.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold course.
Hey, Hornsby, what are you doing? Are you trying to be like the amazing Tyler, Hornsby? Yeah, you tape the cups together, and it's on your horn. That's not balancing, Hornsby. Hornsby, let's see if you can actually, that's cheating. That doesn't count. Let's see if you can actually balance something. All right, let's see what you're going to do. The ladder? No way. Drillville, you guys think you can balance a ladder? There's no way, Hornsby. Balancing on the ground doesn't count. Oh my, no. That's not. Really? That's how you balance it? That's not that cool. Balance the chair. Okay. All right, let's see what he's got. Oh, not bad. Drillville, let's give it up for him. That's not bad. Not bad, Hornsby. All right. All right, 1 more. He's got 1 more, ladies and gentlemen. He's got 1 more. What? You're balancing inflatable? That's pretty impressive. Let's give it up for Hornsby. Holding inflatable up in the air like that, that's not bad. Oh, well, that was rude. Let's give it up for our favorite Blue Bull, Hornsby. You're still not as good as the amazing Tyler, but not bad, Hornsby, not bad. Let's give it up for our favorite Blue Bull, ladies and gentlemen.
Sanabria coming into the game and will face Cody Thomas, Dylan Carlson, and Gabriel Cancel, the scheduled hitters here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. All right, we're going to have something special here, including a report from Jeremy Poplin, and Cody Thomas is leading off. And I think one of his teammates might have a little breakdown of this at bat. Pop, what do you have?
Yeah, we're going to get to Gavin here in just 1 second. I do have the stat for you, though, on leadoff walks and the scoring percentage between 22. It kind of fluctuates between 22 and 34% on time. Last year, it was around 23% of the time they scored on a leadoff walk, and we'll bring in.
Is that Major Leagues?
That
Bob?
is Major League Baseball. We'll bring in Gavin Lux right now, who is going to help us break down Cody Thomas's at bat here. Gavin, still a little bit stinging off of the slider. Heard you make a couple of comments there. First of all, I heard you kind of chirping the ump a little bit earlier too.
Yeah, I got to give Jeff a hard time always. He got a little wide with the fastball. It's okay though.
Jeff Gorman, the home plate umpire, of course, right?
Tell me a little bit about Cody Thomas's swing, what you've seen so far through the season here, and this is kind of walk through his mechanics here from your standpoint.
I mean, Cody crushes changeups, sliders, curveballs, and heaters kind of down in the zone and out over the plate. He's got long arms, long levers. So when he gets extended, I mean, he can put on a show. So if he gets some, a lot of guys like to work in on him, but if he can get some out over the plate, he's going to crush it.
One ball, one strike.
That was a good swing right there. He's right on it, fouled it back. A little late, but he's right on him right here.
You know,
might have lost him just for a second, but it's 1 and 2 now.
Pretty remarkable to make that catch out there in center field like that.
Yeah, and I've seen him do that over 100 times. I've been playing with him for 3 years, and I've seen him do that multiple times. So it's like it's no surprise. Every game he's making something like that. Oh, he got him on a changeup right there. That's just a tough pitch. Like that was a really good sequence. So right there, you just kind of tip your cap. It happens.
Gavin, I appreciate your help, man. Thanks for breaking down Cody's at bat, and best of luck coming up to you the rest of the game.
No problem. Appreciate it.
We'll throw it back upstairs to you. That's Gavin Lux.
All right, Pat. Pop, thanks a whole lot. And thanks to Gavin. You know, he may have a slot on baseball tonight the way he broke down that swing, but it was a changeup, and it was strike 3 as Thomas swung through that changeup from Sanabria. And now the batter is Carlson. Carlson from Springfield. Sanabria is a right-hander, 22 years old, out of Dominican Republic, a 6'1", 204-pounder. From the Astros, Corpus obviously, and there's a swing and a foul off at the plate. Sanabria 4-1 with Corpus Christi, 3.04 ERA, and he has 17 appearances, no starts, 3 saves, 26 2/3 innings, 30 strikeouts, but he is a little bit wild with 20 walks. Here's the pitch to Carlson, swinging a line drive base hit to center field by the Springfield center fielder. Carlson, one of the terrific prospects in the St. Louis organization. He gets himself a base hit in the All-Star game. A 1-out single by Dylan Carlson, the 280 hitter coming in as he drills one to just to the left of center. And Gabriel Cancel is the hitter. 1 out, 1 on for the North. Bottom half of inning number 4, 1-0 South leading here in the All-Star game. Sanabria's pitch. Check swing strike outside corner. And the runner going. They didn't even pay attention to him. It was almost Dennis, indifference, but I guess it'll probably go in as a stolen base as Carlson.
Oh yeah, he had a great
second.
jump. Absolutely great jump.
So it's a stolen base for Carlson. The set. And the right-hander is 0-1. A bouncing ball to third base. Chest high, fielded by Toro. He fires across in time. No advancement by Carlson. He stays at second base. And it'll be up to driller Cabert Ruiz to try to get this ball game tied up again, as Ruiz has a base hit in the game. And he comes to the plate with 2 outs in the 4th inning and a runner in scoring position. A good sign by Ruiz against the shift, and the shift is on again, not nearly as severe as it was last time. He had a base hit the other way. Here's the pitch, swing and a drive toward center field, fairly deep, but Barrera drifting back, and the Rockhound makes the catch. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, no.
That's right, baseball fans. Let's see those moves tonight. I know you guys are ready to groove. They're having a good time out there in the berms. Hey, Mike, let's see some dance moves, Mike. Come on, let's do those moves. Even the littlest fans have the moves. Tonight's dance cam was brought to you by our good friends over at CPR Roofing.
Gabriel Cancel at second base. So Odom, Walton, and McKinstry in the game. Ruiz, Lux, and Cancel out, and then the new pitcher.
All right, this is Ricardo Sanchez. The first pitch of the fifth inning is swinging a fly ball lob down the left field line. Goes back into the seating area, the U.S. Cellular family section. No, RX a 1-0 lead for the South All-Stars. They pushed across a run in the fourth inning. Runner from third, scoring on a wild pitch. Abraham Toro, wild pitch by Connor Green. That's the only run so far. Left-hander Ricardo Sanchez on the mound. He's the Arkansas Traveler. And the pitch. Swinging a liner towards third and through into left field, a base hit. So a leadoff single here in the fifth inning. Sanchez giving up that leadoff single here in the fifth. That was Luis Barrera who stroked that one into left field. That is hit number 4 now for the South All-Stars. And here is Ivan Castillo. First pitch, he swings and lines one into center field, a base hit. Boy, hit a rope right up the middle. 2 hard hit balls off Ricardo Sanchez. And Castillo now is 1 for 3. The numbers on Ricardo Sanchez: 5 wins, 5 losses, a 4.38 ERA, 14 starts for the Travs. He's pitched 76 innings, given up 21 walks and 73 strikeouts. He's a guy that Seattle got from the Atlanta Braves in a trade for cash. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss by Owen Miller. It's another surprise move that Atlanta would give up on a left-hander like this guy Sanchez. Good arm, but they traded him for cash to Seattle this offseason. Miller waiting. He's 1 for 2 with a double in the pitch. He takes lone outside. Stadium lights turned on, beginning to take effect now as evening falls here in downtown Tulsa. 2019 Texas League All-Star game tonight from ONEOK Field. A 1-0 lead for the South in the fifth. Top of the fifth. Barrera, the runner, at second. Castillo at first. Good speed on the base pass for the South. Sanchez out of the stretch, kicks and deals. A pitch, a swing, and a foul back by Miller.
How many trades, Dennis, do you see anymore with cash involved?
No, not many.
You don't see that very often at all.
Not many.
And the joke in the old days was, and we're not talking about Dave Cash.
Yeah.
You know, the old.
Oh yeah, Phillies
ball player, yeah.
Pirates. He was a good one, Dave Cash. 1-2 the count, and here it comes, a pitch. Low and inside to Miller, the right-handed batter. Sanchez is from Valencia, Venezuela. Same hometown as driller catcher Keibert Ruiz. So there's 3 players tonight who are from Valencia, Venezuela in the All-Star game. Pitch swinging, a fly ball driven to center field. Racing back is Lee to his right. He parks under and makes the catch. Runner tags. Here comes the throw, and he slides in safely. Now the throw to second base. Safe there. The runner from third comes to the plate, and he will score. That's Pereira scoring on a wild sequence there, but the runner at Castillo at second may have injured himself sliding into second base. So it's a 2-0 lead for the South. All of that happening on a fly ball and a tag up.
Well, there's obviously going to be an error to somebody. The throw went to third. Santana applied the tag late as they tried to throw the guy out at third base. And then on a really alert play, Castro was tagging at first as well. And he was trying to get back into or get into scoring position, and Santana threw to second. In the play, you know, McKinstry tried to handle the throw. The throw might have hit the runner. Whatever happened,
I think
the ball
it popped out of his mitt as he extended for watch the replay here in MILB TV.
I think the ball might have hit him on the arm or something.
Yeah. Well, good to see that Castillo is okay. The runner at second base, when he slid into second base, did not get up.
Might have hit him on the shoulder.
Yeah, maybe. You're right. Castillo, as we're watching the monitor here, is holding his chest on his left side. You're right, Bruce. I think he got struck with the ball there. Yep. Here is Abraham Toro, who has grounded out, walked, and scored a run. Right-handed batter from Corpus Christi. Changeup from Sanchez up high, ball 1. That's not going to be a sacrifice fly for Miller. The run from third scoring on the error. Have we heard yet who the error was on? Was it...
I think it's got to be on the third baseman.
Santana, yeah, I would think so. Next pitch is low and outside, and the count 2-0.
We had one more good replay on that, and indeed it hit him just on the inside of the left shoulder in the left pec, if you will.
Toro waits on the right side. The pitch is a fastball to knees for a strike at 91 from Ricardo Sanchez. So the South has upped their lead to 2-0 here in the top of the 5th inning at 1-0. We have our first error of the All-Star game. Kristen Santana, Tulsa third baseman. Pitch, fastball rides up high. This is the 7th time that Tulsa has been the host of the Texas League All-Star game. The last time was 2012. We were both here for that one. And a pitch, low. Three and 2 the count. We'll be going down to Jeremy Poplin here shortly when we get a resolution for the bat here at Toro. 3 and 2 the count. And the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right. Playable for Carlson. He drifts over to his right. Makes the catch. Sets up to throw. The runner tags. Here comes a strong throw to third. And he is safe. Wow, what a throw by Dylan Carlson from right field. And the Driller fans booing the third base umpire with the call. That is Tyler Olson. Well, Santana didn't argue at all. The third baseman that caught that applied the tag. But boy, Carlson played that perfectly. Bruce, you're an outfielder, an old outfielder. He really set that up the way he threw it.
Absolutely. He was perfect in the way he approached catching and throwing all in one motion. Got rid of it in a hurry. I didn't think he had any chance to get him at third, did you?
No, but it's all the way on the fly to throw to third. And the first pitch, a swing and a foul by Luis Torrens, the catcher. Now let's go down to Jeremy Poplin now. What's up, Pop?
I just wanted to confirm on you guys the runner at second there. It did kind of skip over the glove, hit him right there. Bruce, you saw it on the replay, hit him in the pec. And I think when it hit him, it shot something down because he grabbed his wrist. So, you know, you take one of those in the chest like that, you get that stinger that's down there in your hand. His hand kind of went numb for a minute, but I initially thought that it hit him there in the wrist. But he's up and okay, and boy, how about that throw from Carlson? That almost got him.
Good job, Pop, reporting down in the dugout. Next pitch, a swing and a miss by Torrens, and they count 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a 2-0 lead for the South All-Stars. Top of the 5th inning here at ONEOK on a beautiful Tuesday night. Next pitch, a swing and a miss as Torrens chased the pitch that appeared to be off the outside edge. He strikes out the inning. However, the South comes up with a run. And as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning, the 2019 Texas League All-Star Game presented by Harsco. It is the South 2 and the North nothing. Followed by Khalil Lee and then Chris Parmalee coming up here in the 5th inning for the North. Colin McKee is the 5th pitcher tonight for the South. Everybody pitching just 1 inning out here tonight. Santana, right-handed batter, the pitch, and he takes low and outside, ball 1. It's been a while since the Drillers have seen Corpus Christi. They played the Hooks early in the season. Santana waiting from the right side. The pitch, fastball taken for a strike, came in at 91. Kristen tonight has lined out to right, a hard hit ball that was run down in the gap by Oliveras. 2-0 lead for the South here in the bottom of the 5th inning. McKee out of the stretch. Here he comes. A pitch is in there for a strike. Boy, that pitch came in at 79. Had some late movement to it. And it's a called strike 2 to Santana. McKee, here he comes, a pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball at 84. Santana becomes the 6th strikeout tonight for the North All-Stars. Here comes Khalil Lee. Lee is 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. Lee bats from the left side. He's up here with one gone, bags empty in the pitch. Swing and a miss, uppercut and a miss. Well, these South All-Stars have 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. The North squad, no runs, 3 hits and 1 error. On 1 to count, Lee waiting the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, that was a fastball at 91, letter high. And Khalil Lee aired it out with a big swing and a miss. Chris Parmley waits on deck for the North. Here's McKee's 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit foul off to the left out of play. Now coming up in our post-game show tonight, we'll have our Coors Light play of the game. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. 0-2 the count. And McKee deals a pitch, swinging a high fly ball. Got underneath that one to right field. Olivares comes drifting in. He waits for it and makes the two-handed grab with the second baseman, his teammate from Amarillo, Castillo, standing right alongside him. So now there's 2 outs for the North here in the 5th inning. Here comes Chris Parmley. Let's see if Chris can cap off his home run hitting contest victory. Impressive showing, defeating his teammate Cody Thomas in the finals round. Parmley, see if he can maybe add to that to his night with a home run here maybe. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Left-handed slugger with a lot of power in the pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. I don't know if they'll quite get to a sellout tonight, but it's a great crowd. And there's a lot of people that are walking around the ballpark. And so if all those people sat down, we might have a full stadium. It's hard to tell. Here's a 1-0 pitch, and that's a strike on the inside corner. Colin McKee's got that breaking ball that's coming in there in the mid-80 range, miles per hour. It's got some late movement to it. 1-1 to count to Parmley. And McKee, here he comes. A pitch inside, almost hit him. It did. It hit him on the thigh. So Parmley hit by the pitch with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Our broadcast tonight coming your way from the Pepsi broadcast booth. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Drillers baseball, and many, many thanks to all the great sponsors year in, year out to make these broadcasts possible. Allow guys like myself and Bruce Howard to have fun broadcasting ball games.
You take the sign, the Pepsi sign, to all of the away games too, right? The broadcast booth.
Absolutely. Here is Donnie Walton, who came in last inning at shortstop for Gavin Lux. Walton, the Tulsa, Bishop Kelly High School, and on to Oklahoma State. His dad, a longtime head coach at ORU, now the pitching coach for the OSU Cowboys. Walton waiting from the left side. The pitch, a swing, and he punches a ball foul back behind the plate. Walton, in his last 7 ball games prior to this All-Star game, playing for the Arkansas Travelers, 16 for 30 at the plate, a .533 average. And remember that game here, doubleheader against the Drillers on June 7th. He was a one-man wrecking crew. He was 7 for 8 in a doubleheader against the Drillers here at ONEOK. By the way, he has 2 game-winning hits against Tulsa this year. And the pitch, swings, and again fouls it back, straight back.
Well, he was kind of a late add to the All-Star game, as you know, Dennis, but nobody in this game today deserved it more than Donnie Walton.
Yeah, and it was perplexing because you're right, he was not voted in. But when Jake Fraley was having a tremendous season, was moved up to Tacoma from Arkansas to Tacoma by the Seattle Mariners, it opened up a spot on the roster, and Texas League stepped in and did the right thing. They put Donnie Walton on the roster. Barry Lewis was really perplexed early this week. He came in here and he said, why is Walton not voted onto the All-Star team?
Yeah.
I said, I have no answer, Barry. He's got great numbers. McKee comes set, 1-2 to count. Walton waits the pitch, and it's inside. Now a quick throw to first, and Parmley diving back on his belly. Thought that pitch almost hit Walton. So Gavin Lux, who started at shortstop, the Tulsa Driller, was a leadoff batter for the North tonight, finishes 0 for 2. Ground out to short and a called out on strikes. 2-2 the count. Walton waiting. Open stance at the plate. And the pitch. Swing, and he hits a pop-up. Foul ball third base side. Coming over is Toro, but he will not get this one. Several rows deep back in amongst the spectators. You know, the South scored a run on a wild pitch in the 4th inning. And then they scored a run on 2 singles, a couple of fly ball outs. And by the way, that run in the 5th inning is earned despite the fact there was a throw-in error in the inning, but it is an earned run because there was 2 fly balls deep enough that would have scored the runner. Barrera from third, as it did. 2-2 the count, and McKee deals a pitch, swing, and a foul back. Boy, Walton is battling here.
And that's something that you've seen from Donnie Walton in the years he's played in this league, including last year and some really clutch moments in the playoffs, right?
Oh, yeah.
He just fended off pitch after pitch there, and I forget if that was the championship or the division championship series.
Division championship, but yeah, just got it one state championship here at this field, also a Big 12 championship at 1-0. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is inside, ball 3, blocked by the catcher, Torrens.
But I was listening to your broadcast last year in the division clinching game.
Yeah.
And his at-bat at the end of that one game took forever. I must have driven 5 miles without that at-bat ending.
It was Lane Thompson.
Yeah.
Retired him to, that was game 5, the deciding 5th game here. The 9th inning with a tying run on base. But boys, he made amends for that this year. He's got, I said, 2 game-winning hits. He seems to be at his best against the Drillers. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Donnie Walton. McKee sets the pitch, swinging a liner to left field, base hit. Boy, great at bat there, as you said, Bruce. Just went the other way with it into left field. Didn't try to pull it.
It's stuff like that, you know, at-bats like that, and what he does defensively that makes you think that he's got a shot. You know, he may I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't somehow make it to a major league club as a utility guy or whatever.
I think there's a lot of opportunities for guys that are versatile, can play around the field, put the bat on the ball. It's a guy like Zach McKinstry of the Drillers, who has really played himself into a prospect this year. He's here tonight in the lineup. Well, here is Evan White, who's 1 for 2, singled and grounded to third. Right-handed batter up here with 2 outs. They pitch a swing and a miss. McKee with a breaking ball away. Now this is the first time tonight that the North has had 2 base runners on in an inning. Harmley, the runner at second, Walton at first, White at the plate, right-handed batter. And the 0-1 delivery is a strike on the inside corner. Boy, McKee came in at 83 miles per hour on the inside corner. I think that was at the top end of the strike zone, right around the letters. 0-2 the count to White. 2 on, 2 outs here for the North in the 5th. Next pitch, a fastball is up high at 90. Well, Evan White came into this All-Star game with a 22-game hitting streak for the Travelers. He got a hit on Sunday in Midland to extend that hitting streak to 22 straight games. I believe that's the longest hitting streak this year in the Texas League. 1-2 the count. White waits. And the pitch is strike 3. Boy, that was right down the middle. Obviously looking for something else. A called third strike. So McKee keeps the North off the board. We've played 5. It is the South 2, the North nothing. We come back in the 6th inning, and back with the play-by-play is Bruce Howard.
I want to thank our sponsors one more time tonight, CPR Roofing, River Spirit Casino Resort, our friends over at Harsco, watch out Hornsby, and of course Bill Knight Ford. Make sure you guys stick around after the game for that huge post-game fireworks show brought to you by our friends over at Bill Knight Ford.
Of the South team. So we go to the top half of the sixth and a 2-0 score. Let's check in with Jeremy Poplin down in the dugout, who has a very special guest. Jeremy?
Yeah, Bruce, thank you. I'm down here with one of the top pitching prospects in all of the and that is Dustin May, who's down here. Easy night for you, working on some seeds, but named to an all-star team, but got the night off, so not too shabby on a Tuesday night, huh?
Oh, I mean, it's definitely a cool opportunity to be out here with all the guys. I mean, it just didn't line up with my starts and everything to throw in the game, but I mean, it's definitely a cool opportunity to soak it all in and be around all the cool guys.
We were a little bit earlier about who's the busiest tonight. Is it trying to manage the pitching staff, or is it the bullpen catcher? Who's got the busiest job tonight with all the changes that we've seen?
Probably the bullpen catcher. I mean, he's been up and down all night. He's definitely grinding out there, sweating it out, but he can deal with it.
They got a run in scoring position in that last inning. What have you seen so far out here tonight? And still got a ways to go in this, but trailing by 2.
I mean, I feel like definitely the pitchers are throwing really well. I mean, a couple things have went the other way for the other team. So I mean, they're up 2-0. I mean, just got to keep grinding, and hopefully we can get 2 across or even more.
What's your confidence level like right now, coming off of that start on Saturday night? 14 strikeouts, setting the record here at ONEOK. You know, I know it didn't line up with your start here this evening. Do you like the delay now, or the rhythm that you're in? Do you feel good about where you're at?
I definitely feel good where I'm at. I mean, I'm excited to start the second half, and I mean, keep the good ball rolling and just stay on the good path, and I mean, just do everything I can do.
What's it like to be in that zone like you were on Saturday night? And have you had that feeling before? When's the last time that you felt like that on the mound?
I mean, I haven't felt like that in a long time. I mean, it's been a grind this year. I mean, just trying to get back to the spot that I was at last night, or the other night, not last night. But I mean, it was definitely exciting to have the results like that and just have a really good game under my belt and just want to work forward off that.
Pretty important for you guys as a team as well to finish off that homestand 6-1. Now you're fighting the second half. It's got a eerily similar feel to what happened here last year in the second half, but a great start to the second half for the Drillers.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we definitely owned the second half here last year, and I mean, I feel like we can definitely do it again this year. I mean, we can go and grind and get plenty of wins under our belt to win the second half and hopefully get another championship.
Last one. How cool is this? The All-Star game here at ONEOK.
I mean, it's definitely awesome. I mean, definitely getting to be at home and have all the guys come into your clubhouse, and I mean, just to socialize with all of them, and I mean, just to be around the best guys in the league is pretty awesome. So,
congratulations on being named an All-Star, and also best of luck the rest of the way through, man. We're rooting for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Bruce, that's Dustin May. We'll throw it back upstairs to you.
All right, thanks, Pop. As it is a 2-0 score here in the top of the sixth inning. Had a pinch hitter moments ago. Andretti Correro from Frisco just grounded out to the third baseman to start things here in the sixth. And then Kyle Overstreet from Amarillo just walked. So there's one out and one on, and Olivares is the batter. Took a healthy cut at the first one and missed. And the second pitch is down low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Olivares is 0 for 1, looped one to the second baseman, and Cancel made a truly terrific play moving to his right in the second inning. He's also walked and stolen the base, Olivares. From the stretch, done, and a pitch fouled away to the right side. And the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Edward Olivares for the South here in the sixth inning. With the score 2-0, the South leading over the North in the Texas League All-Star game here at ONEOK Field, sponsored by Harsco. From the stretch, done, and here's the pitch. Breaking ball low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Oliveras. Dunn from the Arkansas Travelers is 6'2", 185 pounds. He's out of Freeport, New York. Here's the right-hander's pitch, swinging a little blooper toward left center field. Lee on the run, dives and makes no, cannot catch it. It looked like he made a great catch, but it plopped out of his glove. It's a base hit. So that ball drops, and Oliveras has a single. Stopping his second is Overstreet. 1 out and 2 on now, as he jammed him right inside.
Well, look at the replay here, but I think he had it in his mitt.
Yeah.
And as he hit the ground, it popped out.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely was in the glove for a moment, and then it skidded kind of behind him, didn't it? So 2 on. It's obviously a base hit. 2 on and 1 out. Blanco the hitter. Dayron takes a strike for an 0-1 count. Dayron, I should say. 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the third, popped out to the second baseman in the 4th inning. Here's the Dunn 0-1 pitch. Checked on his swing, breaking ball low and outside, 1-1. Dunn on the season for Arkansas, 5 wins, 3 losses, 3.46 earned run average. He has 13 starts for the Travelers. Been a solid get the ball every time and pitch guy. Used to say every 4 days or every 5 days. Now in today's day and age, it might be 6, I don't know. But at any rate, it looks like he's picking up the ball about every 4 or 5, maybe 6 days. Blanco, the right-handed hitter from Midland. Here's the pitch right down the middle, strike 3. Boy, there are times, and we've seen it tonight on a number of occasions, when a hitter is looking clearly for something off speed, maybe out over the plate, and he takes a look at a fastball right down Broadway for strike 3.
Yeah, Bruce, I think a little bit of guess hitting there, as they say. He was looking for anything other than that fastball right down the middle.
6th time that a South player has struck out. South hitter has struck out. Now Barrera, the batter from Midland, is 2 for 3. Here's the pitch, foul to the left side. Ooh, boy, that just about got somebody over there on that South dugout. Hey, you don't want to do that to your teammates now. And Luis Barrera, young man from the Dominican Republic, had a very late swing. And that's why they have those fences in front of the dugouts these days. There was a time there weren't fences in front of the dugouts, and you had to be alert. 0-1 pitch, swinging a foul off the end of the bat to the left side, not a play. No balls, 2 strikes to leadoff man Luis Barrera, with 2 outs and 2 on for the South here in the top half of the 7th inning. The South leading 2-0 in this All-Star game. Justin Dunn is the 6th pitcher for the North, and he comes to the stretch position at his chest in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a nasty slider low and inside. Barrera is a strikeout victim, and the South does not score. They get a base hit and a walk. A couple of strikeouts for Dunn, and we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score, the South 2.
That's right, it's T-shirt time! Mark Miller wants to hook you guys up. Come on now. Keep it going, keep it going. That T-shirt toss was brought to you by our good friends over at Mark Miller Buick GMC.
innings. 2-0 is your score. The South leading over the North in this Texas League All-Star game. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the South. 0-4-1 for the North. And it is Travis Radke, the new pitcher, coming into the game here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the South. Radke enters the game. He is from Amarillo, a 6'4", 237-pound left-hander. Defensively, Cordero goes to first base. Charles LeBlanc moves into second. Castro coming out. Michael De Leon will replace Miller at shortstop. And Cody Thomas to lead things off. The Driller takes one inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes from Travis Radke. 2-0 in favor of the South. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cody Thomas steps out for a moment. So Cordero at first. He had come in for Mikey White as the DH position. I'm not sure what they do with that now, but I'm sure they won't allow pitchers to hit in this situation. Here's the pitch, a little bit low for a ball. But Cordero comes in, young man from Frisco, and he's at first base. And again, Charles LeBlanc at second, Michael De Leon at shortstop. 2 balls, no strikes to Cody Thomas. 2-0 South. Here's the pitch, swinging a high fly ball, shallow right. Coming on in is Olivares and makes the grab. That was a mile high in the air, and sometimes during this time of night, a player will lose it in the dusk, if you will. But Olivares had that one easily. 1 down. Dylan Carlson is the batter with McKinstry on deck in this 2-0 game. 1 down, nobody aboard. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss. Radke is 26 years old, out of Thousand Oaks, California. 6'4", 237. Here's the pitch, a ground ball to the left side toward the shortstop. De Leon comes up with it, the throw across in time. Carlson is retired, 2 down, and it'll be Zach McKinstry of the Tulsa Drillers. 2 outs and nobody aboard. The dominant force in this game has been the South pitching staff to this point. And when you think about all-star games and fireworks and all that sort of thing, you're figuring there's home runs and doubles and gappers and all that. The 2 runs have scored on a throwing error and a wild pitch. McKinstry, the batter, his first at bat in the game, and he takes a look at a ball down low. 2 outs, nobody aboard here in the 6th. And Zach McKinstry with his chance in an all-star game. The set and the 1-0 delivery inside for a ball. Radke was selected by the Padres in the 25th round of the 2014 draft out of the University of Portland. The left-hander has had a good year in relief for Amarillo. High pop fly ball down the left field line. Coming on in is Blanco, and he makes the catch. An easy 1-2-3 inning for Radke. And the North goes easily in the 6th. So we have played 6 innings. It's the Texas League All-Star Game presented by Arsco. And we go to the 7th now with the score. The South 2, the North nothing.
Drillers fans, knock one out of the park with Osage Casino Hotel.
Yeah, that's right, Kirk. I'm down here in the loud sections. I got 115 and 116. All right, they already got it started. Dylan, get it going. Camden, throw yours in there. Let's go. Back and forth they're going to go. Who's going to win those prizes from Bill Knight Ford? Hey, no spiking, no spiking. It's a family game. Uh-oh. Oh, off the back of the head. We got a good match so far. Come on, 115. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Oh, that was a big hit there. I got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, 116. You guys are going to be our winner tonight, courtesy of our friends over at Bill Nye Ford. And off the cameraman's head for good luck. Way to go, section 116.
To left, or to left, and Thomas to center, and Lee is in right. And we have a new first baseman, Chris Parmalee, who was the DH tonight, but he's now at first base, taking over for Evan White.
And again, with the DH rules, sometimes, you know, when the DH becomes a position player, it messes things up in a regular game. I think in this game they just let it fly, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know. So it is Charles LeBlanc to lead it off against the right-hander Gomez, and Gomez's first pitch sails inside for a ball. So this is the first appearance for LeBlanc. And the second pitch misses outside, 2-0. 2-0 in favor of the South. They've gotten single runs in the fourth and fifth innings. And here's the right-hander's wind, and Gomez's pitch is high for a ball. LeBlanc leading it off here in the seventh inning. Young man from Canada, from Quebec province. There's a pitch outside, corner strike. Fourth round pick by Texas in the 2016 draft for the Rangers out of the University of Pittsburgh. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the left side. Scooped up ankle high by Santana. Fires across in time. One down here in the seventh inning. LeBlanc is retired. And now it is De Leon. De Leon, young man from Dominican Republic, a 6'1", 160-pounder, and so we're having two straight Frisco Rough Riders. Free agent signee by the Rangers in 2013, Michael De Leon. And here's the first pitch, swing and a miss. De Leon went in and played shortstop the last half inning, as did LeBlanc. And Cordero went in as well. And now, like the North, the South starting to run out of position players. Here's the pitch, late swing and a line drive foul to the left side and into the crowd. 2-0 in favor of the South over the North. In this All-Star game, we are in the top half of the seventh inning.
Should mention, Bruce, if this game goes extra innings, they would go 10 innings. Anything after that, they would settle it with a home run hitting contest.
I love it. Another one?
Yep.
0-2 pitch, low and inside for a ball.
Last year, apparently, it was a raging success in Midland, where that game was tied 2-2 after 9. Somebody came up with the idea and said, hey, let's just have a home run hitting contest. And that's how they ended it.
Wow.
And the South won 3-2.
Here's the pitch, swing, and he misses it, and the ball gets away from the catcher. De Leon racing toward first. He reaches it. It's going to be a strikeout wild pitch, maybe a pass ball on Joseph Odom, but probably a wild pitch, and it is a wild pitch. And so De Leon is aboard, and Abraham Toro is the batter.
Tell you what, to De Leon's credit, he didn't waste any time at home plate. He swung and missed and sprinted to first base. Didn't stand there at all.
So Gomez will have to work with a man aboard with one out and one on, and Toro the batter. Gomez 6'3", 190 pounds. The pitch misses outside. He is from Pueblo Viejo, Dominican Republic. Signed in November of 2012 by the Royals as a free agent. This year, 4-5, ERA 3.79, 14 games all as a starter. This is his first experience in Double-A ball. He reaches the All-Star game. There's a pitch in the upper part of the strike zone for a strike. Abraham Toro, the left-handed hitter from Seminole State and drafted out of Seminole State. Here's the 1-1 pitch, a ground ball to the right side. It is backhanded nicely by McKinstry over to Walton for one, relay to first, not in time. That's a fielder's choice. That play goes 4-6. And there are 2 down here in the 7th inning with the score 2-0 in favor of the South. Torrens I think this is going to be Thoreau the batter. Colin Thoreau is the second catcher, and the pitch outside for a ball. Replacing Torrens. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 with a runner at first base with 2 down, and the pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. One ball, 1 strike to the right-handed hitting Thoreau, and he swings and wraps one foul to the left side. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Freddie Gomez is the 7th pitcher for this North club. And it's Ofredi Gomez, pronounced correctly. There's a high drive, deep right center field, way back toward the bullpen and gone. Colin Thoreau with a 2-run home run to right field. And the South now leads it by a score of 4-0. That was a blast to right center, and I'll tell you what, he knew it right away. As soon as he hit it, he just started to trot toward first, get ready to toss the bat, and celebrate what might be his first All-Star home run. And we're seeing in the dugout, MILB, we're seeing he got splashed with about 4 or 5 bottles of water as he went into the dugout. The batter is Cordero. Andretti Cordero. The hitter is getting his second at bat. He's 0 for 1, and he swings and taps one foul at the plate. It's 0-2.
I think we have our front runner right now for the MVP.
The guy that hit the 2-run home?
I think so. Yeah. Who else?
Yeah, I mean, you could split it up amongst 9 pitchers if you wanted to if this ends up being a shutout, but yeah.
And we will have 2 ballots to vote, Bruce.
All right. Here's the pitch, check swing, and he went around too far, and that is a strikeout, and the inning is over. But Colin Thoreau with a 2-run home run here in the 7th inning. 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, nobody left, and we have played 6.5 innings. And it is 7th inning stretch time here at the All-Star game. It is the South 4 and the North 0.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God my home, sweet home.
Wet dog routine, trying to get his hair to dry out. And underneath that hat, there's a lot of hair that's under there. But it took him 3 or 4 shakes to get his hair to completely dry out because he got an absolute shower.
Here's Joseph Odom to lead it off here for the North in the bottom half of the 7th inning, facing the new pitcher. And James Stephen Jones. James Jones, the left-hander, misses with the first pitch. It's 1-0. Jones is 6'4", 200 pounds, out of Brooklyn, New York. 30 years old. Here's the pitch, a little roller down the third base line, yanked foul by Odom.
You know, Bruce, you go back to last inning, what set up that home run was the wild pitch, strike 3.
Yeah.
That if that doesn't happen, then there's no runs that inning.
You're absolutely right. And that was one that ruled a wild pitch, but I guarantee you that catcher Joseph Odom is thinking, as he steps to the plate, he probably should have blocked it, kept it in front of him. But it was a wild pitch. From the stretch, Jones, and there's a fastball right down the middle. 4th round pick, Jones, in the 2009 draft by the Mariners. He's now a member of the Frisco Rough Riders. He's a good hitter, too, by the way. Swing and a foul tap at the plate, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hit for the cycle when he was playing in college at Long Island University, so he pitched and played first base in the outfield in college. And has also hit some in the pro ranks as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lefty's delivery, curveball in there, strike 3. Another strikeout for the South pitching staff. James Jones strikes out Odom, and now Christian Santana of the Drillers comes to the plate. Yeah, Odom's got a long history of at-bats as well. He had a couple of seasons there, and perhaps this is why he has played so long. Position player at the beginning, and then they turned him into a pitcher, evidently. He didn't start pitching in pro ball until 2016. Well, from 2009 until 16, he was a position player, as the first pitch misses for a 1-0 count, and averages as high as 311 in games in seasons where he played a lot. Here's the delivery, and that's just a little bit low for a ball. Total of over 35 home runs in his career as a batter, James Jones. Santana is 0 for 2. Takes a mighty cut and grounds it foul to the left side, wide of the bag at third. Santana is 0 for 2, lined to right in the second inning, struck out swinging in the fifth. And the North looking for some sort of spark here after Thoreau just put a jolt into a pitch last inning for a 2-run homer. Foul off, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Santana. Lee is on deck with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Splendid night for baseball, and a great affair, obviously. The All-Star game of the Texas League. Here's a swing and a slow bouncer down the third base line. Toro has it. Off-balance throw is wild, and the ball kicks off of the wall, and throwing to second base is the second baseman in time to get Santana, trying to stretch it to second. Going to be an error charge to the third baseman, Toro, and then really a base running error by Christian Sanchez. He tries to go to second, and a good play backing it up by LeBlanc as he took it off of the wall on the wild throw. And Santana hesitated, first of all, and when you hesitate like that, it's just very hard to make it. And the throw was well in time to shortstop De Leon.
Yeah, it's never good out when you go into an extra base and you go and you're tagged standing up.
Yep.
You're out by a wide margin.
Lee is the batter with 2 outs, nobody aboard. And, you know, as that throw came down, I didn't see that Santana was running that hard at first. He probably thought it was a relatively routine play, and then all of a sudden he had to kind of kick it in gear, and in the midst of kicking it in gear, he even paused. So all a recipe for disaster and out number 2. Curveball in there for a strike to Khalil Lee. From Northwest Arkansas, is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the delivery, swinging a high drive, deep center. Racing back is Barrera. Has a bead on it, still drifting just in front of the warning track, makes the catch, and the inning is over. So the North turned aside here in the bottom of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and nobody left. At the end of 7 innings of play, it's the South All-Stars 4.
I am out
the
here
North
on the third base side, where it is time for my contest. Now out here with me, I got Jaden. Everybody give it up for the amazing Jaden. So how this contest works is I have a bat. I'm going to be balancing this bat on my nose. Jaden has tennis balls. He's going to be throwing tennis balls at the bat that I'm balancing. If he can knock it down, he will win a pretty awesome prize. Jaden, are you ready? All right, on your mark. Get set. Wait, I should probably turn around. On your mark. Get set. Wait. Safety first, guys. Come on. Here we go. Jaden, are you ready? Let's do this. On your mark. Get set. Go. Come on, guys. Cheer for Jaden right now. He needs your help. Cheer him. Oh! Go for the bat, not my butt. Come on, Jaden. You got it. Oh! He barely hit it. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Oh! This guy is the real all-star right here. Everyone give a huge cheer for the amazing Jaden. Oh.
It is 4-0 in favor of the South. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the South. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the North. And we go to the 8th inning, and the South will have the bottom third of their order coming up against another new pitcher. And it's a familiar face. And Dennis Higgins to take you the rest of the way with a Tulsa driller, a tall Tulsa driller on the mound.
All right, Bruce, your night's not over, though. You're not going anywhere, are you?
Hey, you know, in the old days of Phil Rizzuto, he'd be on the Brooklyn Bridge in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
There you go.
On his way home. But no, I'm here with you.
Great. Yeah, Nolan Long, the new pitcher. Nolan is 6'10" in height, a right-hander, and he's had a fine season for the Tulsa Drillers out of the bullpen. This is Kyle Overstreet to lead off the top of the 8th inning for the South All-Stars, who are leading 4-0. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Came in with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Overstreet has walked twice and grounded to second. Right-handed batter up here. Long swings into his motion in the pitch. Fastball alone outside. Nolan Long is working with Joseph Odom behind the plate, the Arkansas Traveler catcher. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the South. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the North. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Pitch is a slider in there for a strike. Long has the fastball, the slider, the occasional changeup. And he winds and deals. A pitch, a swing and a miss. Struck him out at 95. Boy, nicely done. The strikeouts are piling up in this game for these all-star players. Here's Edward Oliveros, who has played the entire game. That's 10 strikeouts tonight for the South All-Star hitters. 10. Here's Oliveros, right-handed batter. The pitch, fastball is a strike on the inside corner. Came in at 94. Oliveros is 1 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base in the 0-1. Way outside of the backstop. Coming up in our post-game show, we'll have our Coors Light play of the game. Enjoy an ice cold Coors Light on your next visit right here to ONEOK Field. 4-0 lead for South. And the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Boy, a fastball at 94. Nolan Long is bringing it. One and two to count to Oliveros, and the pitch. Swing and a foul back. Just fought off a good slider there. The numbers on Nolan Long this year. He is 4-0 with a 3.16 ERA. He's had 21 appearances, all in relief. He's worked 37 innings, given up 25 walks, 49 strikeouts. He's got to cut back on those free passes a bit. And the 1-2 is low and outside. Right now we have 3 drillers on the infield. Parmalee at first, McKinstry at second, Santana at third. You have a 4th driller out there in center field, Cody Thomas. Here's a 2-2 delivery. Swing and a chopper over the mound towards short. Charged by Walton on the run. He throws to first, and he got him. Nice play by Donnie Walton. Had to charge in on that chopper. And that is out number 2 here in the South 8th inning. Well, for every home run the Tulsa Drillers hit here at beautiful ONEOK Field this year, Budweiser donates $50 to the Folds of Honor Foundation. And they've been doing that for several years. So way to go, Budweiser. Great sponsors of Drillers baseball. Here's Blanco, and the first pitch, a swing and a miss. He aired that one out. Blanco has struck out twice, and he's popped out to second. He has played the entire game in left field, the Midland Rockhound. Here's the 0-1. Fastball sails up high at 94. I think that Nolan Long's a little bit excited tonight. He's really bringing it up there in a hurry.
Well, and he's coming off a really nice performance on Saturday in extra innings.
Pitch, swing and a miss at a slider at 83.
He went into the game in the 10th inning, and of course they put a runner at second base. He walks the first hitter, and Dave Borkowski, the pitching coach, said, yeah, I was a little bit worried about him at that point, but he got the next 3 hitters out, and then the Drillers win the game in the bottom of the 10th.
And a 1-2. Slider missed outside. Was that the Drew Avens game? His first hit as a driller?
His first hit was
winner?
a game winner, yeah. And you know this because you've announced them. Tulsa was 1-6 in extra inning games coming in, so it was a good win.
2-2 to count with 2 gone. Bags empty. The pitch. Fastball swinging a bouncy ball to third. Big hop fielded by Santana. Looks at the ball. Fires to first for the out. Made that play a lot closer than it needed to be by looking at the baseball. Side retired in order by Nolan Long as we head now to We've mentioned a number of times tonight what a beautiful evening. 88 degrees tonight at first pitch, 11-mile-per-hour breeze. A perfect evening for this All-Star game, and a lot of credit to the Tulsa Driller baseball fans and surrounding areas coming out in great support tonight. Have not seen the official numbers on the attendance, but probably close to a sellout, if not a sellout. But just a great job done. Now, Walker Weichelt, young man who is from Olympia, Orlando, Florida, or that was the school he pitched in. He's from Orlando, Florida. Here is Chris Parmalee to lead off for the North here in the 8th inning. Parmalee tonight is flied out and been hit by a pitch. Left-handed slugger, Weichel the right-hander. First pitch, swinging a ball driven to center. Back on it is Barrera near the warning track, and he makes the catch. You tell the Driller fans a little bit excited there with the thought of maybe an extra base hit or a home run off the bat of one of their own, Chris Parmalee, but he flies out deep center field. And here is Donnie Walton. Bruce, get that All-Star MVP ballot ready, because I think they're coming by here in the 8th inning to pick it up.
I have filled mine out. You know, it's kind of tough to pick a pitcher, isn't it, when there's only a 1-inning stint by all of them?
Yeah, I like your idea of just the South pitching squad. I don't think that'll work, though. First pitch to Walton is up high, ball 1. Walton 1 for 1 since coming on for Gavin Lux at shortstop. Left-handed batter, and the pitch. He takes a fastball up high. South All-Stars 4, the North nothing. 2019 Texas League All-Star game presented by Harsco. And the pitch is outside. Great sponsor support for this All-Star game. And a special thanks to Harsco for stepping up and sponsoring this All-Star game, making these games possible. 3-0 the count now to Walton. Weichel out of the stretch position. The pitch, a fastball zipped in there for a strike. Weichel becomes the 8th different pitcher tonight for the South. They've had a pitcher per inning. And the pitch is a fastball that's low and inside, ball 4. So Donnie Walton has been on base both of his at-bats tonight. A base hit, now a walk. Let's see if the North can get something going offensively. Here is Evan White. White is 1 for 3 with a base hit. He's played the entire game, started out at first base, and now he's DHing. And the pitch, swing, and a ball punch foul off to the right. Our broadcast tonight on 1430 The Buzz. Dennis Higgins along with Bruce Howard and Jeremy Poplin. Jeremy's been updating us all night from down in the dugout on the field. It's a great addition to the broadcast. And Jeremy we'll have him talking to the MVP after the ball game tonight in the post-game show. And the 0-1 pitch, swinging a liner down the left field line. He pulls it. It is a fair ball right off the chalk line. And Walton rounds third. He's coming in. He'll not score. Apparently the ball went out of play. And the left fielder, Blanco, was over there to try to make a play on it, but apparently the ball bounced up into the seating area. And Blanco now is trying to point to where the ball hit. Blanco's claiming that's a foul ball, and Philip Wellman comes out. Boy, it looks to me where Blanco's pointing, Bruce, you can see the chalk mark where the ball hit it.
Yeah, it looks like it took a chunk out of the chalk.
Absolutely.
So that's a fair ball.
Well, this is kind of interesting. Philip Wellman, the manager, is out, and he's chatting with the home plate umpire, Jeff Gorman. You don't see that too often, do you? No. A manager coming out in an all-star game, but why not, I guess. So White with his second hit, and the Arkansas Travelers trying to put together a rally here. We're watching the replay. They'll have to slow that thing up. Yeah, it looks like it hit the chalk line. And the ball bounced out of play down the left field corner. So a double for Evan White. He's got 2 hits tonight. Second and third of the runners, and here is Cody Thomas for the Drillers. First pitch, a fastball, a strike on the outside corner. Hey, we might have to send Jeremy down there to investigate to see if the ball hit that chalk line.
Well, a fan grabbed it after it bounced, and he might have been out on the field of, not totally out on the field of play, but his glove might have been out in the field of play, and it might have been ruled some sort of interference, but that doesn't make any sense because they would have held the runner at third, right?
Yeah, 1-1 to count. Oh, so they scored. I thought they held him at third.
No.
So he did score.
Yep.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
RBI double.
The pitch is low and outside, ball 2. I saw Walton stop and go back to third. And then they're saying that he was allowed to score because of the interference. We're going down to Jeremy Poplin here in just a moment. He can maybe clarify things for us.
May have had a better look or a better feel.
Thomas waits, and the pitch is a swing and a foul back. Pop, what did you see down there?
The ruling was ump's discretion because that's immediately what the conversation was to figure out why they allowed the runner to advance and to score, and the ump decided it's his discretion at that point, which allowed the run to score. Needless to say, not necessarily the happiest dugout here on this side with that ruling.
No, thanks, Jeremy, for clearing up a cloudy broadcaster up here in the booth. Pitch, a swing and a foul back. Big rip there by Cody Thomas. So the North is on the board on an RBI double.
I know it's always been on the books, Dennis, that if an umpire really believed a runner would score, that they would allow that to happen, but that rarely is called that way.
Well, if that fan reached over, you're right. That ball would have gone into the corner, and he would have scored. So it's a good call by the umpire. And the pitch, a swing and a miss as Thomas strikes out. And Cody now is 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts tonight. And the batter now is going to be Dylan Carlson. How about this? Philip Willman is coming out to make a pitching change between innings here. Or maybe not. He's just calling the infield in. Or is he bringing in a reliever? We'll wait and see here.
Well, he's got a couple more.
Yep.
Remaining, right?
He's taking the ball from Walker Weichhold. So we have a break in the action. We'll step out as well for this break. This pitching change brought to you by you. Bednar for Amarillo. 0-5 record, but a 3.82 ERA. 23 appearances this year for Amarillo. 15 walks, 42 strikeouts in 30 2/3 innings pitched. Here is Dylan Carlson, and the first pitch is a strike. We're going to go backdoor slider on the outside corner. Carlson is switch hitting. And Dylan is 1 for 3 with a single in the 4th inning. 0-1 the count. And Bednar deals a pitch. He is low and inside. Andrew Buckbinder, the broadcaster for the Springfield Cardinals, told me today, I talked to him, and he said Dylan Carlson learned to switch hit. His dad, Jeff, longtime coach at Elk Grove High School out there in California, very successful baseball program, pitched a swing and a ball hit in the air, foul down the left field side. And as you might imagine, Dylan would tag along with his dad to games and practices, and just thought that those guys on his dad's team were just the greatest baseball players he'd ever seen. And one of his favorite players was a switch hitter. And so naturally, Dylan said, I want to be like him. So he started switch hitting. His dad started working with him, and the rest is history. He's now a switch hitter, first-round pick for the Cardinals a few years back. 1-2, swing and a miss. Down on strikes. However, the North rings the bell once. The RBI doubled by Evan White. And as we head now to the ninth inning. Yeah, the 2019 Texas League All-Star Game presented by Harsco has reached the ninth inning here at beautiful ONEOK Field. It is the South leading the North 4-1. The North finally breaking through to score a run in the eighth inning. RBI double by Evan White, his second hit of the night, the Arkansas Traveler. And now we have a new pitcher coming on. And this is going to be Garrison Garabito, a right-hander for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals AA affiliate of the Kansas City Royals. So Garabito takes over for Nolan Long. Long pitched a perfect eighth inning with a strikeout, no hits, no runs, no walks. The driller. 4-1 lead for the South. Coming up in our post-game show, we'll hopefully have an on-field interview with the MVP, most valuable player, and we'll also run down and have our run down the ball game and have our Coors Light play of the game. Here is Luis Barrera. It's his fifth at bat tonight, the leadoff batter. He swings and fouls one at the plate. Boy, it's not very often, Bruce, that a guy gets to play the entire All-Star game and have 5 at bats.
Yeah, that's something. And he's got a couple of base hits in the game. One of them led off the fifth inning and scored the second run of the game.
Barrera batting from the left side. Garabito deals a pitch, a swing and a miss at a fastball that ran away. Garabito is from San Cristobal in the Dominican Republic, 6 foot, 160 pounds. He's 23 years young, the right-hander. Here he comes, 0-2, and he misses low and outside, ball 1. Garabito for the Naturals, 4 wins, 5 losses, 4.58 ERA. He's a starter for the Naturals, 14 starts. Pitch, swing and a liner, slicing liner down the left field line. That's going to get in there for a base hit into the corner, chased down by Carlson. And Barrera's around second. He's headed for third. Here comes the throw. He slides, and he's in there with a triple. So Barrera, hold on a second now. Let's get those MVP ballots back. That's his third hit.
It's exactly what I was thinking. You know, he's got 2 singles and a triple, and engineered or helped engineer the fifth inning where they scored the second run. So, yeah.
Well, they asked us what, turn those in the eighth inning?
Yes, and we've done so.
So they can tally those. I want to revote. Here is LeBlanc. Charles LeBlanc from the Frisco Rough Riders, right-handed batter in the pitch. Fastball is in there for a strike from Garabito.
Well, how often, as you said, do you have 5 at-bats? How often do you see 3 hits by one player in an all-star game?
LeBlanc is 0 for 1. He bounced out to third his first at-bat. South looking to increase their 4-1 lead here in the 9th inning. The pitch low and inside. Now, there are several players out there tonight, Bruce, who have played the entire game. Santana for the Drillers, Thomas for the Drillers, and Lee for Northwest Arkansas, Carlson for Springfield.
Overstreet, Oliveras for Amarillo.
Yeah. LeBlanc waiting the pitch. Changeup missed a little bit low. Good pitch here by Garabito.
You have to remember with the DH and, the position players, I think it's 12 on each team. There aren't a whole lot of substitutes, especially when you're using the DH. 2-1
to count. Here it comes. A pitch is a breaking ball low, ball 3. Well, the North in the 9th inning, as it stands now, they're down 3 runs, 4-1. The North has due up McKinstry, Odom, and Santana. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and that is low, ball 4. So a leadoff triple followed by a walk. Garabito now will be facing Michael De Leon, a switch hitter. De Leon, another Frisco Rough Rider, Texas Rangers Farm Club.
Yeah, there are 13 position players on the South roster, 12 on the North.
De Leon waiting from the left side, runners on the corners, nobody out. The pitch is inside, backhanded by Odom. Well, the North defense, they're not playing in. They're looking for a double play up ball up the middle. They would give up a run for that double play if they can get it. Pitch, swinging a line drive, base hit right field. In to score is Barrera, and it's now a 5-1 lead for the South. De Leon smacks an RBI single. Batter now is going to be Abraham Toro. He's played the whole game. So the South has 5 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for the North. We're in the 9th inning, top of the 9th here at ONEOK. First pitch, changeup in there for a strike.
Well, you mentioned De Leon, the RBI base hit. He also was the guy that had that strikeout and reached on a wild pitch prior to Thoreau's home run.
Yep, set the table for it. Next pitch to Toro is low outside. Toro tonight, he's officially 0 for 3, but he's scored twice. Walked and scored in the 4th inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the 7th, scored ahead of the home run by Thoreau. Next pitch is in there for a strike. This guy Toro having a fine season for the Corpus Christi Hooks, leading the Texas League currently in RBIs with 53. 5th in the league in homers with 12. He's a switch hitter. The pitch low and outside. This is the young man you mentioned last time he was up out of Seminole State here in junior college in Oklahoma. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, this game tonight has an Oklahoma flavor, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
2-2. Swinging a high pop fly. Foul down the first base side, out of play. And quite possibly our MVP, Oklahoma State Cowboy, Colin Thoreau.
Yep.
And also former OSU Cowboy, Donnie Walton has reached base twice with a hit and a walk tonight. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Boy, off-speed pitch. And Toro did not get cheated. He got his money's worth there. All big swing and a miss. It's only the first out of the inning. Well, the Texas League season will resume. The regular season will resume on Thursday. Tomorrow's an off day for all these guys to get back home, and Drillers will open up the second half of the season, if you will, on Thursday night at Dickey Stevens Park in Little Rock. That'll be a big 4-game series between the Drillers and Arkansas. They're currently tied for first. First pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. And this is Colin Thoreau, the catcher, who calmly walked up to the plate in the 7th inning and stroked a deep home run to right center field, a 2-run homer. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Passing the right side, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Garabito's got a good off-speed breaking ball working now. So, Bruce, you ready in 8 years to do this again?
I'll have to study up, see if I can get better between now and then.
Yeah, we worked the 2012 All-Star game, and here we are again. 0-2 the count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's that off-speed breaking ball again at 82. And down on strikes is Thoreau. Well, after a triple, a walk, an RBI single, back-to-back strikeouts now. And here comes Scott Hennessy, wants to make a move to the bullpen. Henny wants to get everybody in, and that's the way to do it as a manager of the All-Star game. So we've got a break in the action. We'll step. Drillers, when U.S. Cellular is your provider, unlimited data for your family is more affordable than ever. Visit a nearby U.S. Cellular store or uscellular.com to learn more. We're back with more of the All-Star game right after the. Round back in 2016. How about this? He never allowed a home run in his time at Penn State University. Over 165 and 2/3 innings. He's a legend at Penn State. Here is Cordero. And the first pitch, a swing and a foul to play. They just announced tonight's attendance, 7,449. 7,449. Great turnout by baseball fans in Tulsa and the surrounding areas. Thank you very much. Showing up in strong numbers here at ONEOK Field. And the pitch. Anderson is in there for a strike. He is a submarine-style pitcher. Where those knuckles are nearly scraping the mound out there as he releases that pitch. He's so low with the release point. 0-2 the count to Cordero. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball, a chopper to short. Fielded by Walton, and he guns it to first for the out to end the inning. So last call, last chance for the North All-Stars as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. It is the South 5 and the North. Downs in the bottom of the 9th inning with the South leading the North 5-1. It is John Gorman. He is out of Boston, Massachusetts. Right-hander, 6'1", 230 pounds. John Gorman, who works out the stretch. Here's McKinstry. First pitch is high and outside, ball 1. Boy, this has been a special season for Driller second baseman Zach McKinstry. He has set career best in home runs and RBIs already this year. Left-handed batter. Here's a changeup from Gorman in there for a strike. 10 pitchers tonight for both squads. We've had a total of 20 pitchers tonight. Next pitch, a swing and a foul back. We've also had a total of 19 strikeouts by these two teams combined. McKinstry tonight is 0 for 1. He skied out to left field his first trip. Pitch, swing, and he swats one foul off to the left. John Gorman out of actually born in Newton, Massachusetts. Went to Boston College. One and two to count to McKinstry. The pitch, a swing, he pulls one foul to the right side. The numbers on Gorman this year in the Midland Rockhound: 4 wins, 4 losses, a 4.20 ERA in 24 relief appearances. He's pitched 30 innings, 14 walks, 38 strikeouts. That's a lot of decisions for a reliever. 4 and 4. Here's the 1-2, and a fastball is away. We are in the bottom of the 9th inning, the 2019 Texas League All-Star Game, presented by Harsco. North on top, 5-1, and the pitch is low and inside. And McKinstry now has worked it to a full count.
The South has one more pitcher out there. One more pitcher to come into the game.
We'll see him.
I bet.
And the pitch swinging a little looper into left field. Base hit. So McKinstry, the driller, lobs one into left field for a base hit. Well, all rallies have to begin with that first guy getting on base.
Yep.
That's only the 6th hit tonight for the South, or beg your pardon, the North. Here is Joseph Odom, the catcher, who's 0 for 1, called out on strikes. And the pitch is taken low by Odom. Odom, a member of the first half North Division champions, the Arkansas Travelers. They beat out the Drillers in the North by 6.5 games. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. And as we've noted, if you're Driller fans, the Drillers went 8-18 against Arkansas in the first half this year. And worse yet, they were only 3-12 here against Arkansas at 1-0.
Wow.
It's hard to believe. 0-6 in extra inning games. Pitch, a swing and a foul off the netting above the first base dugout.
Well, especially with Scott Hennessy's tremendous success as a Drillers manager here, to see them lose that many times to Arkansas.
Hard to figure, and that's where they'll be on Thursday night, Little Rock, for the final 4 games that they will play this year. Next pitch is a swing and a bouncing ball wide to third, a foul ball.
A quirk in the schedule, huh?
Yeah.
And here's what's interesting is, even though they played each other a ton of times in the first half, there's no question that Tulsa and Arkansas emerged as the 2 best teams in the division.
That seems to be the word. You're right. And the pitch from Gorman is a fastball, strike 3 call. Second time tonight that Odom called out on strikes. And now the North is down to 2 outs remaining. Here is Kristen Santana. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll have a review of the ball game. We'll play the Coors Light play of the game. We'll have an on-field interview, we hope, with the game's most valuable player, Jeremy Poplin, down on the field. And the pitch, swinging a ground ball to third, fielded by Toro. He goes to second for 1 to throw to first. Double play ends the ball game. A double play, around the horn double play, ends the game. And it is the South All-Stars that win the 83rd all-time
fans. Let's give it up for both the North and the South All-Stars out here tonight. They played a great game. Talk about some talent right there. The
That
River
goes
Spirit
5,
Casino
4,
Home
3
Run
to
Derby.
Kelly.
And that awesome game right there. Make sure you guys stick around. We got the Bush's Baked Beans MVP coming up. Then we got a check presentation. And then we're going to get ready for the Bill Knight Ford post-game fireworks show. Make sure you guys stick around.